What up, everybody? I am your host, JP, and this is my co-host, Josh.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome back to another episode of the FIlmBros podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here to cover everything that happened over the weekend. We had a big weekend. It's that time of the year where Comic Con is... Comic Con.
Oh,
Comic Con.
Christmas for nerds.
Yes. Well, yeah. Yeah. If you don't celebrate Christmas or the holidays, we don't judge. But, yeah, we're going to be covering all that, man.
Yeah. Basically covering every single aspect. They had a huge weekend, a big turnout. Marvel made big waves while DC was still a buoy in the water.
Kind of just...
It rippled.
Yeah. It had a little bit of stuff, I guess.
I feel like Marvel, not only at the box office threw a big boulder in the ocean, but this news over the weekend really just made even bigger waves, like a tsunami. Like that, yeah. I feel like it really took the internet by storm. DC came out with the weaker side. I mean, really got swallowed up for sure. A few other things that we're going to touch up on as well that happened. But like I said, the juggernaut that is Marvel is going to kick off this episode. Deadpool and Wolverine breaking all kinds of box office records over the weekend. We have a review for Deadpool and Wolverine. It's going to be coming out pretty soon, so make sure you have noties on for that.
Yes.
It's going to be so fun. I can't wait. Huh, Josh?
Yeah, very good. It's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Yes. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good.
I can't wait.
Hyping it up.
Yeah.
But till then, you have us covering the news for the week.
Until then, man, I can't wait for that episode.
Keep the notifications on.
But here we go. Deadpool Wolverine breaking all kinds of box office records. They skyrocketed. Domestically, they made about 211 million, but worldwide, the global number, close to 500 million, or I guess short of 450 million. They made 444 million over the weekend. Number keeps going up, but they did break a lot of records, a bunch of records. So Deadline reported this is basically the first record they broke was the highest rated R-rated opening of all time, both worldwide and domestic, with 444.1 million worldwide and 211 million domestic. Deadpool breaks the last record held by Deadpool and Wolverine breaks the last record held by Deadpool back in 2016 when that movie opened up. And you know what? The first Deadpool did break massive records. I think a lot of people were waiting for the Merc with a Mouth to come out. After what happened in Origins, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were waiting for that redemption time. So
yes,
I remember lines. Lines. There were lines everywhere. It was crazy. It was a crazy year for sure. But, I mean, what do you think about Deadpool and Wolverine, the actual last film in this, trilogy right now?
Yeah.
Beating its own record?
It's impressive. It's obviously impressive. I'm not sure if there's obviously a number of variables here. Not just it being an R rating, which is probably hindering its box office numbers. But, I mean, it probably beat it out because, Wolverine, MCU, big tie-in stuff.
Hugh Jackman, for sure.
Yeah. This could have just been another Deadpool movie.
I feel like Hugh Jackman was like that big draw. I feel like a lot of people wanted to tune in to see what happened with Wolverine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
A lot of people grew up with Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, for sure.
Not just like Marvel fans and stuff too, but general audiences who are hearing he's coming back, probably after only seeing him in Logan and thinking the chapter was done. So there's a lot of stuff that probably drew in a big fan base for this kind of thing. The only thing that hindered it is the R rating. But this movie had hella positives. And if it was PG-13, it wouldn't have been done right. So again, you take what you can get, I guess.
Yeah. I thought Disney was gonna do the Fox route and put out a PG-13 version of it.
I think they will.
You think?
Eventually.
Yeah, they'll have their own
they'll cut it up or something. Yeah,
that'd be crazy. And you get kind of like a different movie. That'd be, I guess less blood. What if it's the same movie and they just kind of like take the blood out? It's kind of like when you're playing Call of Duty and you take off the graphics, the gore or whatever.
Well, you have to take out like every bad word and stuff.
Oh yeah, that too. Can't say fuck.
It'd be the same.
It just says fudge in Mickey voice. So when they're about to say fuck, it's just fudge.
Yeah, and then, well, I don't know. I kind of like it, what they did, the premise with the Deadpool Christmas or whatever that they titled it.
Oh yeah, and they basically started it different.
He told it to the, I forget what his name is, but he told it and then all that stuff.
I haven't even. I think I've seen it one time.
Yeah, I've seen it once. He man, what was it? He tells the story of the movie, but he's just like, oh, but we're dialing it back because PG-13.
Yeah,
and all that stuff. So I mean, that would be kind of cool. I would be down to see that kind of thing explored.
That would be fire. That would be fire. So that, I mean, that's one thing. It beating it out, like I said, the first
Extreme
Deadpool
cases.
First Deadpool was this monumental moment. You know, started with the leak, right?
2014 leak.
Right? Yeah. And
Ryan Reynolds was behind that. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
Yeah, that's what he says. But
I believe it.
the poor dude who actually did it, sitting behind the computer, shaking his fist, like,
No. I'm pretty sure.
you think it was Reynolds? Probably.
I'm pretty sure.
If he willed it to existence, kudos to him. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can't even be mad at that. But yeah, it beating its own record's fire. Biggest global opening since Avatar: Way of Water.
Damn.
Yeah. Avatar: Way of Water opened up with 439 million.
Oof. Okay.
Beat
Pretty
it out.
good. Pretty good.
By a few million.
For a superhero movie, pretty good.
Biggest domestic opening ever for Ryan Reynolds, beating out Deadpool's 132.4 million.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Biggest domestic opening ever for Hugh Jackman, beating 2006's X-Men: The Last Stand with 102.7 million.
It's been that long? God damn.
You were a wee lad when that movie
I
came
know.
out.
I didn't even see that one in theaters. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I did though. Biggest domestic opening ever for filmmaker Sean Levy, beating 2009's Night at the Museum: Battle of the Smithsonian at 54.1 million.
I totally forgot he did Night at the Museum.
He did all three.
I don't know.
And
Yeah, real still.
Real still, yeah. Highest July opening weekend of all time at the box office, domestic box office, surpassing The Lion King with 191.8 mil.
Very good.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is the highest grossing film franchise of all time with 30 billion, spanning 34 titles. Oh, we're close. 34 titles? Damn.
I thought it was closer to 40.
I thought, me too.
It's been a slow couple years then.
You know what? This is just movies, huh? They're not including the Disney Plus shows.
No.
Oh, okay.
Movies.
So we were kind of right because we included the Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
They're just counting movies. Yeah. If this movie propelled it to pass 30 billion on its first weekend, that's Marvel knew where the bag was.
Yeah. They did.
They said cameos, Hugh Jackman, Deadpool.
They did it.
We are about to bust this shit wide open.
They did it. They did do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's funny though because rated R has always been a weird concept. I mean, now that I'm older and can experience it, I mean, you can buy people younger tickets, and it's like, well, they get to see it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird, right? I mean, I don't know. I think that movies should probably change that kind of thing.
What do you mean? Why?
Because I don't ever think that it's worse than what they say it is. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, a rated R is supposed to say, like, oh, man, cursing and all that stuff is, like, very adult and all that. But you get 15-year-olds still walking up in there.
Well, because anybody could buy tickets. I mean, if you're accompanied by an adult. What are you talking about, man? I used to do that for you.
That's why. And it was never drastic for me to be like, oh, that was crazy.
Oh, you're right.
Like,
They just got to bring back some NC-17.
They're just gonna start. You're just gonna hear bad words, a little bit of sexual jokes. If the movie isn't Deadpool and stuff, a sex scene, like what warrants a rated R film?
Cocaine.
He said no cocaine.
Oh, in this one, yeah, there was no cocaine.
But that's what I'm saying.
But in the first two Deadpool,
like,
there was cocaine.
Oh yeah, that's why. So it's like, what? I don't know. I think they should take a look at that and tweak it.
Well, that's what. Man, not to get too much into that, but that's kind of like what is gonna be like a little Easter egg for you guys, maybe for a future episode. Wink. This is kind of like what I said about the film. Like, it just barely passed that R, and it just, like, I don't know if that was just the committee that was helping Marvel out or something. I don't know what they put in there that made it crazy. I think in Deadpool 1 and 2, there was actual, like, sex toys. There was, like, sex jokes. There was, I think we saw a little bit of baby peen from Deadpool in Deadpool 2. So it's like, we saw all that, and that got a R rating. We saw none of that in Deadpool Wolverine. So it's kind of like, you know?
There was some. Like I said, if you really want to pinpoint it, there's some. But I don't think it's just anything drastic. We won't get too much into it. But I know you can pinpoint scenes, and you can totally be like, okay, that makes sense. But overall, I don't know. It makes you think.
Mm-hmm. There has to be like
there has to be a different kind of like
Evil
scaling.
Dead, 2013 Evil Dead. That's rated R. I would have said like NC-17 and shit. Like I don't think any children should go into that movie theater at all for that one. So I mean, I don't know, but that like
is Aliens gonna be rated R?
Yeah.
Freddy Alvarez is gonna cook in that bitch.
I'm telling you, that shit's gonna be crazy. You're probably gonna get a little queasy in it.
Yeah. I gotta keep another bucket on me.
Yeah. Another bucket. Just, sir, why do you have 2 buckets of popcorn? Don't worry about what the second bucket's for.
You see the other one's kind of empty. I'm gonna be eating popcorn and then
goes in, goes out. Yeah. Goes in, you're just like, damn, Fede. Like, do this to me, Fede.
Actually, they throw open the popcorn bucket.
Oh, now you get confused. It's like, It says here they also broke the 34th consecutive MCU film release, debuting at number 1 at the domestic box office. So another number 1 for the MCU. Yay. Like 34 in a row is kind of like, well, who gives a shit?
You're patting yourselves on the back at that point.
Like, I thought,
when does it stop becoming impressive and then just a standard? You know what I'm saying?
I would have said after 10 in a row. So, like, if they fail to hit number 1, that'd be, like, a devastating mark. Which is crazy, even with, like, the lows. Yeah. They never hit that point. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure, obviously, that's because people want to see what happens in the MCU. Like, what, you know, what are they going to do next? Or what's this going to happen? Whatever. Yeah. Highest domestic opening weekend of 2024. The highest since Spider-Man No Way Home in December 2021 with 260.1 million. Damn. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
That's a good one.
You see what I'm saying, though?
Number 6 highest domestic opening weekend of all time.
Number 6.
6th highest opening day at the domestic box office at 96 million. Number 4 highest superhero opening weekend of all time.
It would have killed if it was PG-13. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if like kids could freely buy tickets,
it'd be different.
Because even my theater, it was packed, but when we see, like, I think it was, like, No Way Home, that shit was packed all the way to the front.
You were shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
And we had some space.
Yeah, we had a little
Granted,
bit of space.
we kind of cheated, but we had some space.
Yeah.
We're not going to really reveal that yet because we're kind of criminals. But, but, like, we were kind of, it was packed, but not shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, at least with, like, when we saw Across the Spider-Verse, because we kind of saw that not opening weekend. It was like the day after the weekend, but like it was still kind of packed. It was still packed with like hella like children and stuff, like adults and like teenagers and shit. Mm-hmm. So I think the rated R hindered it, but yeah, that's just something that you got to take with it if you're doing it right.
You said it all. It says number 2 highest opening weekend for a 3rd installment of all time, behind Avengers Endgame.
3rd installment? Yeah. Like they're like in the trilogy?
Franchise, yeah. So Endgame is number 1. Endgame is the highest one. Okay. This one's number 2.
Okay.
It says, as this post, Walt Disney is responsible for 16 of the top 20 opening domestic weekends of all time, with the MCU responsible for 11 of the top 20. God damn.
Out Disney, of 20?
Let others eat, bro.
It's time to take a break.
like, your ass is fat. You DJ Khaled at this point.
You own Disney. I mean, you own Star Wars, Marvel, Fox. Like, it's time to let it go.
Walt Disney also owns 5 of the top 6 opening weekends of all time at the domestic box office. Damn.
Yeah. Avatar, which is Fox now.
Mm-hmm. Which is
on Marvel, Disney, Frozen.
Disney adjacent, that's what they say.
Yeah.
A highest opening weekend ever for a U.S. R-rated release with 233.1 million. International, surpassing Joker at 147 million. Yeah.
Damn, doing better than DC already.
Highest opening weekend abroad since Avatar: The Way of Water, surpassing Inside Out 2, 223 million. Damn.
They are just competing against themselves.
Yeah.
Blowing themselves out the water.
Yeah.
Like, damn, we did it again.
Wow. Didn't we just do it like 2 weeks ago? Fucking A, we did.
Yeah. Hell yeah, we're going to continue to do it.
Bonuses, guys. Bonuses.
Pizza parties for everybody.
But we still won't pay our workers down below.
Yeah. Crazy.
Wow. Highest opening weekend of 2024 in Germany, UK, Australia, and Japan, non-local, as well as many smaller markets.
Good for Disney.
Yeah.
Good for Disney Marvel.
To date this year, Walt Disney has released the #1 title of May, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes,
Fox.
June, Inside Out 2,
Out.
and now July.
Pixar.
Damn, they had
And Marvel.
rocky beginning months for them, but they found their footing in the summer, like around the summertime. So
They own that bitch. They might as well own the box office. They might as well. Y'all need to put into perspective. Stop letting this motherfucker buy companies. Everything's gonna be Disney right now. It's gone. I think, like I said, Disney owns everything. You can't throw a rock without hitting a underpaid Disney employee.
oh fuck, it's true. They just let him go now.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
And then leaves.
Shakes hand, goes outside,
Yeah.
cries.
Mhm.
Sorry guys. Bad jokes.
Good shit. Good shit, Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine really knocked it out the park. Like I said, our review's coming out. If you guys haven't watched it, man, go fucking help to the Goliath that is Disney.
You might as well.
Yeah, just go pay your money. Go watch this movie. If you are on the fence, I know our review is coming out, but just go check it out at this point.
I think
it's making money.
it's pretty good.
It's pretty.
Regardless of like what we say in the future,
It's fun.
It's
really
good.
fun. I think go check it out.
See it.
It's fun for sure. But yeah, moving on though. Comic Con stuff. Crazy things happened over the weekend. Like I said, first things first. We're obviously gonna hit the big ticket buzzer winner. I know
Marvel.
You've been Marvel. Deadpool and Wolverine is doing crazy. Deadpool and Wolverine is doing crazy.
Gotta take a look at the next 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
25, 26, 27.
Oh yeah, we are moving forward, sir. Moving forward. So we got titles for the Fantastic Four. We'll talk about that right now. We got a flying car at Comic-Con.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. Apparently no strings attached. How'd they do it?
That's crazy.
How'd
I did not fall on someone.
Apparently Disney taking over the box office gives them powers now. So like
Kevin Feige can just do that shit now.
Yeah. Bibbity boppity fuck
Yeah,
fly.
just keeps going. Just keeps going.
There it is. But one thing that really hit the internet, really smacked the internet, and people are on different sides. And the big thing is RDJ is returning to play Victor Von Doom. But with that, we not only found out that the Kang Dynasty has been lost to the void.
Yes.
And we are now getting a new Avengers film called Avengers Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
The lead up to Avengers Secret Wars, which is still staying the same.
Secret Wars.
I know RDJ is the talk of the town. People are on one side saying Marvel's desperate. This is a desperate attempt because they are so low.
Yes.
They saw what happened with Hugh Jackman, and they were like, "That this is another argument that's coming out." They saw what happened with Hugh Jackman, saw the dollar signs. RDJ would be a big ticket. Most people thought RDJ would come back in the capacity of Iron Man.
Yeah.
But he is playing a different character, so that is why it is a different kind of feeling, I guess. And then, on the other hand, you have people applauding, saying that this is the best decision they could have done. They are geniuses. This is great. We'll get to that right now. They threw away your king.
They did.
In the void.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to... Why didn't we see him in Deadpool Wolverine? We should have seen him in there.
I don't know. I don't know.
They should
I
just
think they
give him a last minute cameo or something. That would have been cool.
They just took the easy route. They just went down Loki. Loki was the final chapter of the Kang Dynasty, not the multiverse saga, but the Kang Dynasty. That basically covered it up. If you haven't seen Loki season 2, you don't know what happened to Kang. You're lost to the void as well. You're basically lost plot wise. But for short and sweet, they basically cut Kang off. Loki takes over the as the timekeeper or whatever, and the TVA basically hunts any Kang variants. That's basically what happens, and then they basically cut it off. They do kind of imply that they do kind of imply that maybe he could be around, assuming he pulled out safely from his court date and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then they were found guilty, so I think that's meant to be like a whole. They got him. They got them all.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be Kang. It's gonna be Doctor Doom, unless Kang shows up and then gets obliterated by Doom somewhere down the line.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to wait and see. But no real confirmation. No like secret ending. No nothing really confirming all that stuff.
It's just he's gonna disappear.
He's just gone.
Well, like I said, Loki was kind of like that ending, right? The TVA had them all on check. They said if an anomaly pops up, we'll check it out. Which I was assuming that was kind of like maybe he could come back. That's why, if an anomaly is too big, they can't snuff it out. So, I mean, are we at the point where no hope of returning Kang? Like you've already figured, like this is like putting it to rest for you.
Yeah. And if the MCU fucks with me and decides, hey, he's back,
but he's a good guy,
I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna be like, you made me lose out on him for so long. I have to wait 3 years to see him again. Fuck out of my face. I don't want it at that point.
But what if like I'd
be conflicted in the
I
moment.
would say keep him out completely. But what if they like did bring him back and Doom is just too powerful? He's destroying all the Kang variants, and Kang goes to the Avengers and is like, can you help me? Because he's just too strong.
I don't know. I don't think we're seeing him again. I think they closed that chapter.
You think so?
The Kang Dynasty didn't last.
It wasn't really a dynasty.
We didn't really see it.
No dynasty.
They tried. We got the closest thing we got to was that Coliseum thing. But even then, that just led up to nothing.
At the end of some bullshit ass movie, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Fucking red.
I won't lie. If that is it and the chapter's done, the best performance he gave was still in Loki. He shows up at the end of season 1, and then we see him again in season 2.
Oh,
the one above all or whatever.
He Who Remains.
He Who Remains. Yeah, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Like, good performance from Kang.
Yeah.
I mean, and then Quantumania.
Season 1 was amazing.
Quantumania,
like, if anything really had me wanting it, was that season.
Quantumania, still a good Kang. Like, I think, as short-lived as it was, he gave really good performance.
The best performance was in Loki season 1, though, for sure. As Victor in the second season, I wasn't about it.
No.
Quantumania, he was cool too.
Well, I didn't mind him as what's his name, but then when he showed up again, like at the end, I was with it again. I was like, man, they roped us in. Or roped me in anyway. I was like, man, if he was really pulling shit from way before he knew he was gonna go, then I don't want to see this motherfucker fuck up the Avengers.
Yeah, I wanted to see it too. I thought it was gonna be cool, and then Quantumania happened, and then he got beat out by ants. That's his legacy. Got his ass whooped by ants, stabbed by Sylvie.
It just sucks because I won't want to watch that movie just for him. There's too much bad in it to where I just would overlook it entirely.
Yep, I'm not. That movie doesn't exist. I haven't even went back. I love the first Ant-Man, maybe because Disney did fucking keep Homeboy script, Edgar Wright's script. The second Ant-Man, it was okay. Third Ant-Man, bruh. So, and Kang was good in it, but Kang Dynasty's out. All that stuff is not gonna happen. We're getting Victor Von Doom in RDJ. So, back to that though. Are you on the genius or are you on the this is a desperate attempt? You've had some time to think about this.
I want to say both. Yeah, announcing it now is desperate. I won't lie. This should have been a reveal in the Fantastic Four movie or something. This is kind of desperate. But genius, because think about I'm not trying to judge it too harshly. I know a lot of people are doing that whole bullshit again where it's like, oh, the casting is off or whatever. But yeah, that's going around, and I'm sorry, but if he beat him out, he beat him out.
Yeah, he would play a good villain.
And like that's what I'm really thinking. Like if you haven't seen him in other things, that's on you. But he's a good actor. I'm waiting to see what the MCU does and cooks up because before I'm like that was kind of like yes, it's like I want to paint the picture that it's desperate now because it is. You announced it too early. This is the MCU's problem of blowing their load to try and kindle some light. But if I can be wrong about Deadpool and Wolverine and the whole lore thing, I could be wrong about this. A lot of people could be wrong about this.
Yeah.
He killed it as Iron Man. I don't know what it is that people are... It sounds like people are like discounting it to try and shit on him. That he wasn't a good Iron Man now. But no, he did phenomenal as Iron Man. Now we get to see him as a bad guy.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably going to kill it.
I think he will too. And I know I seen this somewhere, but they were like, oh, you know, imagine that kind of like poetry, like the savior of the universe now wants to destroy it. It's kind of like, that's fucking, that sounds like a cool, if they actually put that spin on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure RDJ wouldn't have signed up if he didn't have complete and utter faith. The Russo brothers coming back to pen both Avengers films and bringing back the writing team that did Infinity War and Endgame.
Yes.
These movies are going to be fucking special. This is where, like, I have high hopes. But then you see the rest of the bullshit they put out and you're just like, can they fuck up the Russo brothers too? Now, the other directors, see, and I can't even say, like, they're all just, were new or up and coming. Like, I would say, like, the Marvel's director, she was kind of still, like, making her way around there. But Sam Raimi, he couldn't even avoid it. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Multiverse of Madness, but it wasn't as good as we were hoping it to be. I was hoping for a little bit more horror aspect that they were teeing it up to be, a little bit more Sam Raimi-ness within it. Like, you got something, but not.
But it was hindered.
It was hindered for sure. So, I mean, can they do this to the Russo Bros too?
I don't think so. I hope not. I want to say that they'll give him the same trust that they tried to give Taika Waititi before he went and fucked shit up. Because, I mean, they gave him their ticket in the first place. I mean, their track record is a lot more solid than Taika Waititi's and James Gunn within the MCU. Think about that. They have a few more bangers.
Yeah, they went 4 for 4.
Yeah, they have a lot more bangers.
Don't play with me. They went 4 for 4.
They had a lot more bangers.
Yeah.
So, I think Kevin knows to trust them to let them cook. I believe Matt Shackman will cook with the F4. And I know he had no part in this. That's what he said. So, I think that's just another one of Kevin's mitts getting on the formula. But I believe Matt Shackman will cook
with the Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, and I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to show up there.
That's true too. Yeah. Oh yeah, because Doom is their villain, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to have some kind of confrontation between them too.
And I mean, he's gonna have to be planted now, basically, because if he's gonna be doing all this multiverse shit, he has to start. He has to start now. He has to start now. No way you show up in 2025, make your big bad in 2026. Without some repercussions. Like, I need him weaved out through F4, Blade, Thunderbolts, probably Captain America 4.
You think we're going to see post-credit scenes?
Post-credit scenes.
Kind of like what we...
with Thanos.
Obviously, Thanos, yeah.
Like, you need to start cementing that because you did a shit job at doing it with Kang.
Yeah, I don't want them just inserted like last second, like what they did with Kang either. You know what I mean? Like, just and then you're gonna get beat by these people and still expect us to think you're a big bad and a big threat later on.
No. I need them to show up and show out.
That was one of the big issues when it came down to that Kang thing, because a lot of people were like, oh, well, he could get beat by ants. Why the fuck would we give a shit about anything else? And then people were like, well, he was in exile and all that stuff. And yeah, we all know that, but where is he now?
I'm a firm believer Scott Lang should have got his shit pushed in.
He should have died.
Yeah, he should have died. He should have died, or he should have stayed in the void, or whatever the fuck it was, the quantum realm.
It would have really, it would have really like proved something that Disney was willing to put their chips on the table.
Exactly.
If they would have done it
and go all in with Kang. But look,
good thing they didn't, because look what happened with him.
Yeah, but I really think you just gotta let him play it out. That's the best we can do.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Unexpected.
Let us know what you guys think, man. Like, whose side are you on? What side are you on? Is this genius? Is this something that they should have done a long time ago? Russo Bros is going to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Or is Marvel doing this at kind of a low point? I'm just going to say it again. They have the opportunity to go ahead and just sign them under and just have them, like I said, like James Gunn and Peter Safran to David Zaslav. Just Feige. And then you got the Russo Bros right there, and just have them weave out the rest of the phases until they could do that whole big restart that they're going to do with Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Once they do that restart, I still say keep them, probably, if they do amazing. If they do amazing, keep them. Make them your fucking liaison and have them have like some, what are they called? Like some proteges or something, and just mentor them.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I think Secret Wars, if Secret Wars is going to be the reboot, like the official reboot, that's got to conclude it for, like, fans, right? Fans that have been along since 2008?
The MCU? Well, basically. Because you're going to
just start again for a new generation?
They're supposed to start fresh, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that.
Well, not even a new generation, because we would be starting again, too.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, it wouldn't be for us. You know what I'm saying? Like Star Wars.
The fuck? What do you mean it wouldn't be for us?
We had ours. It was 2008 to 2027.
Nah. Depending on these movies, mine's ended in 2019.
Oh, well, there you go.
We'll see what happens. Because the Infinity Saga is unmatched.
Yeah, but I don't expect Secret Wars to happen and then, like, you know, because he planned for 3 years. Usually he plans it out for a little bit longer, no?
Fahi?
Yeah.
Well, no, because when he announced Phase 1, he did Phase 1. And then when he went to Phase 2, he had Phase 2 and Phase 3 mapped out to like halfway. Phase 3 halfway. And then that's when Phase 2 was ending, that's when he basically announced the finale of Phase 3 and stuff like that, and that was it.
Yeah, because Phase 6 starts with, Phase 6 starts with Fantastic Four and Blade.
Supposedly. Supposedly. We'll see if Blade even happens.
Only one Blade, motherfucker. But yeah.
That may or may not be a spoiler.
I would say I'm pretty excited.
Moving on, though, we do have... also, they gave us a first look, a little weird roar from Harrison Ford as well. They showed the Thunderbolts out there and a little snippet. I know a lot of people were able to see Sentry. We don't, unless it's like some kind of weird cam rip or something, and we're not gonna do that. We'll wait for an actual picture to come out. I can wait. No big deal. They did talk about a little bit of New World, but not too much. The cast basically came out to promote it. All the Marvel people were out there to basically promote. And then we move on away from Marvel because that's basically it. I think they really put... Oh, wait, no. Fantastic Four. I forgot about Fantastic Four.
A lot of Fantastic Four stuff.
We got, I guess, a clip with, like I said, cam rip again. We're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But we did get a title for it. The Fantastic Four First Steps. That's pretty gay. I don't like that.
What?
Take that shit off.
Why?
First Steps. What kind of name?
A lot of people were speculating it's probably going to be about their children. Like that title's is in a window.
I
want to
see their kids in their first movie.
Yeah, they look like they're already an established team.
You know what? They were in the 70s.
In an alternate universe.
Yeah. So.
A futuristic dystopia.
Oh, what? So you think they're going to pop out in the current time of the MCU by the end of the movie?
Maybe. I don't know. That's what I imagine. You got it if you're really putting it all together. Unless this is going to be them, they just still fucking around in their own universe. That would make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it'd be interesting. I do think it is probably going to be about Franklin and his sister. Like they're probably going to end up having them as like twins or something.
Got you. Maybe. I don't know. That's going to be an interesting one. I did see a little bit of the cam rip, and I will say he's looking a little bit Reed Richards-y, a little bit, you know.
A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. Pedro, I don't know if you've seen it.
I didn't know. I saw the Galactus one.
Oh, the Galactus thing was pretty cool. The little concept art.
Yeah.
And then the little concept art for the city was cool. And then they showed the, I don't know if you saw that they had like a Thursday night Galactus like drone show.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, they were basically teasing Hall H and what they were going to do or whatever. So Galactus is being kind of teased.
Mm-hmm.
So first steps, like first Galactus step. The fuck? We're getting a Silver Surfer. So does that mean like, oh, what if like they lose, get thrown in a different universe, and their Earth gets swallowed by Galactus?
I can see that happening.
That'd be crazy, and they can't go back home.
First steps, yeah. First steps into another First step into the multiverse. First steps into like metaphoric because they're astronauts. First man on the moon type shit. So I mean, they're playing around with it. Matt Shackman is cooking.
We'll see what happens. That's gonna be an interesting one. First steps just sounds pretty bad though. I don't like that title. Change it up. Change it up. Let us know what you guys think about Fantastic Four First Steps, though. Moving on, though, Amazon really coming out swinging with The Boys TV show. They did renew Invincible as well. We're going to talk about that in a second. But The Boys going all in on Jensen Ackles. He is not only returning for season 5, and he was announced to be returning, and apparently, according to what's his name, Eric Kripke,
the showrunner.
He says that Homelander and Soldier Boy will basically be in alignment this season for season 5.
Oh,
and
not
not
pulling on that family stuff again, or.
Probably father's trying to do a father-son dynamic. Maybe Homelander brainwashes him and is like, I got you out again while they try to put you back away. Who knows? But apparently he's not going to be going after Homelander, and that's kind of unfortunate for me because I'm just like, I hope he doesn't join the rest of the soups and becomes an asshole and just needs to be dealt with like everybody else. But then I don't want to do a redo of like season 3, right? So it's like,
yeah, other options are out the window. I mean, I know they're probably gonna make it interesting, but from where we stand, it doesn't sound like they're gonna be doing anything drastic because their options have been gone since season 3 or the end of season 3.
Yeah, season 4 was kind of mid.
Yeah, well, we might review that. I don't know, but I'm not sure if revealing that kind of thing is a good idea. Like, we know we've seen them. I think that should have been enough for fans. I think that's a lot of what it's hard to really digest because it's like we want to tell fans a little bit, get them hyped, but at the same time you talk a lot more than what you show, and it's like why can't you just leave that up to imagination?
Well, I mean, I feel like that's something that needed to be said though. because a lot of people are gonna be like, "What? They're gonna just fight again?" Like that's just gonna be everybody's mind. But if he's like, "No, no, no, something different's gonna happen. He's gonna work with Homelander this time." It's kind of like, for some fans, it's gonna be like, "Wow, that's interesting," and some fans are gonna be like me, like, "Wow, what the fuck? Why are you gonna do it like that?" So, I mean, it's a good piece of information
it's cool
to kind of calm the crowd, but that's about it.
I think it's just cool to see him back. I like season 3 a lot more than the rest of them.
I like seeing him in the show in general, like him showing up in Gen V, stuff like that. Yeah, what was that? I gotta repost that video, but him doing the song or whatever.
Oh yeah, Fab Five Freddy.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that one.
No,
you're gonna have to re-put that up and just show the greatness. So not only is he coming back for season 5, though, he is also coming back with Aya Cash, who played Stormfront in season 2 of The Boys, are gonna be in a prequel series called Vought Rising. It's gonna be about Vought Rising, and they're gonna reprise their role as Soldier Boy and Stormfront. Prequel series, we all know, and spoilers for The Boys. If you haven't watched it, you should probably go watch it. It's 4 seasons in. If you haven't watched it by now, well, you'll probably forget about it before you get to it, anyways. But Homelander is the seed of Jensen Ackles, Soldier Boy. That Stormfront, I guess they just got a sperm and made a Homelander in a tube, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that's how he's related. So we're probably gonna, knowing the showrunner, he's probably gonna show us Homelander at that time, getting frozen or something disgusting. But Stormfront was basically one of the first heroes. She was evil. We seen that. So I mean that's gonna be interesting. And she was a Nazi, so it's like we're gonna be in the homeland of Germany.
Yeah.
Soldier Boy is gonna be all over the place, right? He should be.
So around the 50s or whatever.
Yeah.
End of World War II.
Yeah. So he should be in the U.S. Oh, it's gonna be interesting what happens. We know they're pieces of shit.
There's quite a bit of. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of time before they decide to ice him, right? Or he gets sold to the Russians or whatever. It's around the Cold War or the Vietnam War, something like that.
And the U.S. basically team up with Russia to put him in on.
Can't wait to see him stop a bunch of peaceful protests.
Why?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen.
Probably, and then
they're gonna be like, "Why are you going to war? This is nice." He's gonna be like, "Fuck you,"
to save your fucking life.
Basically.
Damn, that sounds like I read it myself. I wrote it. I think it's cool. Gen V season 2 with Chance Crawford, I guess, returning as the Deep as well. It's gonna be
crazy. I want him to die.
Yeah, I don't know what. Season 4 they had him dead to rights. I don't know why they
should have beat his ass. And now you expect us to take him seriously after all this time? Bullshit.
Yeah, nope. Can't deal with it. But let us know you guys' thoughts on The Boys coming up with their spin-off show. I know they didn't speak too much about the Mexico one with Diego Luna. I'm hoping to hear more later on, but maybe that one's still a little bit further down than. Maybe it was easier to get Aya Cash and Jensen Ackles to get a show first than the Mexico one. But hopefully we get that one because Diego Luna is a good actor.
He's a good actor.
I want to see Soups in Mexico. That'd be crazy. And then I guess Doctor Who had a panel for anybody who's excited for that. Not us. We're moving on. Chris Hemsworth had a panel promoting Transformers 1. We already talked about that. We're good.
Very good.
We also got Robert Kirkman basically teasing us with the suit at Comic Con. This is what we're going to see next season for Invincible. Season 3, right?
Yes.
Prime Video's also giving another season to Has Been Hotel, Sausage Party.
What the fuck? That was getting another season already? It just came out.
You watched it?
No. I'm not watching that shit. But I will be there day one for Has Been Season 2. I kind of enjoyed that one.
Oh, you watched it all?
Yeah.
You're not gonna give the Sausage Party a chance?
No, I'm not.
Not your cup of tea?
No.
Invincible needs to come out sooner than later, though. Who's the Shadow?
I don't know.
Don't that kind of look like him?
Could be another Viltrumite, Thrag or whatever. I don't know. A lot of people were speculating that we were gonna get him sooner, but no. Knowing them, that's a season 4 thing, and they're gonna wait it out. That's the thing. I really feel like as much as they're trying to rush into the story and stuff and give us these epic things, it still feels like they're taking a lot because they need to pad runtime and stuff.
Kind of. I thought this show was gonna be all gas.
I mean, season 2 wasn't all gas.
No, season 1 was. So for season 2 to be, first of all, to come out so late, right? It took forever for it to drop. 2,
that fat ass hiatus.
The hiatus in the middle, and 3, the season wasn't also interesting. I think there was a few episodes that I really liked. It really started picking up towards the last 3 episodes, I think. But other than that,
nothing crazy.
I think season 1 there was only like that college one that I didn't really like watching, but other than that, the rest of the episodes were fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm still excited, but man, that shit has to get crazy. It needs to get good.
Mark won? Did he win? He didn't win against that girl, huh?
No. No, but he did beat Langstrom to a pulp.
He did beat Langstrom. But he thought he was stronger.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you think he'll be a little bit more ruthless now that he tasted blood?
I sure fucking hope so. Oh. I can't keep having this internal conflict with this motherfucker.
Either kill or don't.
Exactly.
But kill for good.
Obviously.
Not for bad.
Put that shit to use.
Yeah. It's interesting. This show needs to come out sooner than later.
Oh yeah. I think now that they're teasing 4 and 5 or whatever, I think season 3 is coming up soon.
Got a 5th season too?
Yeah. They're just trying to. I think their animation takes a long time. I understand. I'm not saying that it's easy or whatever, because I can't draw for shit anyway. But at the same time, you're doing it back to back, and you're promoting as much as you are. You should have your foot through the door a lot faster.
Yeah, there should be a process to make it a little bit easier. Yeah. I think so. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when it comes to that one. But Invincible is getting a season 4 and a season 5, so that's pretty. It's pretty exciting. Cool. We're gonna get season 3 pretty soon. New suit, it looks like. It's gonna be great.
A lot of people were complaining about the fingerless gloves for some reason, because that's a thing people care about.
And people bitch sometimes. I don't know. That one's not even a big thing. I like the suit though.
I don't know. I've seen it in the comics, and probably seeing it animated it'll kill, but I think I like the OG look.
The yellow? I don't really like the yellow. Does he wear this for the rest of the time?
He wears it, and then he goes back, because this is supposed to be him. This is like supposed to have the same consequences as Peter with the Venom suit, where it's like, oh, I wear this, and now I'm edgy, and I do this, and that. I don't follow the rules. Fuck a rule book. And then halfway through it, he's
wait. That's only because this fool gets drip?
I don't know. It's supposed to represent his whole psyche. I mean, you saw his whole mental struggle in the last season.
Oh, so you think...
He's supposed to be doing all this, and then somewhere through half of it, he's like, I can't do that anymore. Yeah. Then he goes back to having the yellow suit and stuff.
And then he finds, like, the middle ground.
Yes.
So we're going to see him push to that other edge, to the opposite side.
Yeah.
In one season?
Probably not, no. Oh. I think this season and season 4.
And then
I'm telling you, I don't think we're gonna get everything that people are expecting. I don't think we're getting him fighting Thrag in this season.
That's that big old dude with the glove, huh?
Yeah, the one that they send because the chick couldn't get it done.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take a minute.
Yeah,
especially with the way this fool's built, he's gonna get his ass whooped every time.
Yeah, and they still got to do the Invincible War. I think that's gonna be this season. I think that's gonna be the big like finale, and then season 4, the end of this one, they're gonna show Thrag, and then season 4 is gonna be the big battle and stuff.
Whoa, wait. So season 4 is when they fight on Viltrum?
No.
They're gonna fight at Earth?
They fight on Earth, yeah. Season 4, I imagine. Okay, because if it's picking up right after, just to give you some context, because I know you haven't read the comics, but season 4 is supposed to pick up. I'm not gonna tell you everything because it's kind of spoilery for the show.
Yeah.
But you know about the multiverse
But
stuff.
supposedly they change it, right?
They changed some stuff. But I don't think it's gonna be all of it.
Yeah. Okay.
They change up how quickly things happen, but they don't change the elements. So I think season 4 is gonna have, or season 3 is gonna be, the Invincible War, which I mean, we know Langstrom was going around and gathering and learning and stuff, and we know the multiverse exists, and one of the big arcs is different Invincibles who basically cracked under their father's pressure, come through and start fucking up his world because it's unconquered and all that stuff. So I think that's going to be a lot of what season 4 is. And then by the end of season 4, we're going to see Thrag, and then, or season 3, we're going to see Thrag, and then season 4 is going to be Thrag.
Okay. We'll have to wait and see when it comes to that. That's not a lot of information, though.
It is.
We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, that sounds like a lot that they're going to have to cram in, too. No, you're right. They're probably going to have to, it's going to be a big build-up. We'll have to see what happens. Hopefully they give us a teaser sooner than later. That'd be nice too. I'm really excited still, but if they take forever, that's going to be on them at that point. But let us know what you guys think. We're moving on to Josh's favorite subject, and that's going to be DC. We know you love DC. I know you don't love who's running it, but you love DC.
I do.
So the DCU finally gets its logo. DC Studios, blue. DC's crooked, has the stars, blue banner around it.
Classic.
It looks very classic, yes.
It's a 70s logo.
Mm-hmm. And we got a video here with James Gunn basically explaining the reason why he picked the logo.
Yes.
So let's hear his explanation, and I'll let you tell me if it's valid or not. Yeah.
We'll get into it.
Oh, hey, there's one more thing I'd like to share with you. From our earliest days at DC Studios, my partner Peter Safran and I have been laser focused on bringing the traditionally distinct worlds of DC film, TV, animation, and gaming into alignment under a single banner. Peter and I knew we needed one logo that would bring us all together. We knew it needed to be something that was immediately recognizable, something that honored the comics, the legendary writers and artists who inspired everything we do, including our own Jim Lee, of course, not to mention the generations of passionate and extraordinary DC fans. We needed a logo that pays honor to our past and now signifies our future, ours and yours. Thank you for your support over the past year and change. I can't wait to show you all what we have in store for you. We promise to put every ounce of our hearts and souls into honoring the legacy of Superman, of Batman, of Wonder Woman, and of all the DC Comics characters. And I promise this logo will be a sign of the love and passion and respect and hard work that goes into those creations. So now I have the distinct pleasure of showing you our DC Studios logo. I can pretend we worked long and hard on figuring out what that was, but the truth is we knew exactly what we wanted that logo to be from the moment we took charge of DC Studios. If it looks familiar to you, well, you might very well be a DC fan. Much love to all of you and have a wonderful con.
Yeah. Classic. I am a DC fan. And that is very much a classic spin. Put into perspective, the DC logo has changed it's changed a lot since 2010.
Yeah.
But also not really. I don't know. It's not my favorite thing.
No.
I have a preference.
It has, because all of, like Man of Steel has a different DC logo. Green Lantern has a different DC logo. Like, throughout the years, they change. Look, they look like this.
Yeah, from 2006, I did like the black logo.
I think the best ones in my the black one. I remember that one from 2005.
76 to 2005. Yep. See, it's just blue. They made it blue. 2005 to 2012.
The black look fire. 2005 to 2012, but 2012 to 2016 goated.
That was it. That was it. That's my favorite one.
I love it peeled back, And it made DC.
Yes,
That was cool.
That was my favorite one. You can't tell me that this one's gas, bro.
2016's was fire too. 2016, like the one in front of Zack Snyder's Justice League and stuff, that was pretty cool.
It was classic. I mean, it was basic, but pretty basic. I think the 2005 to 2012 is the one that everyone basically remembers because that was everywhere.
Yeah.
And then, well, they updated for just about everything, which was the 2012 one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that 2012 one to 2016, fucking, that one's got to be the best one.
Yeah, this logo right here,
It's generic.
This one came out in 1976.
It's basic. It's blue. I mean, the black looked hard.
The DC was blue too, the newer one.
I know what they're doing. I know what they were going for. It's basic.
But it just doesn't work.
It's basic. It's too basic.
I find it to be pretty basic too. Nothing really flary going on with it. Reminds me of an older time that I wasn't alive for. So doesn't really call my name. You know, I like DC, but I think I might be okay with like leaving it alone. I don't know. James Gunn doesn't have my faith no more. That's out the window. Out the window. We got a Creature Commandos trailer to watch right now.
Yeah.
But with this logo, nothing else really at Comic Con. We've seen the set photos, the Superman suit. I mean, I want to be optimistic for Superman. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But even when he talks in that video, like, it just sounds so fake. I hate it. He sounds so fake. He's a fraud. I hate him so much, bro. I don't know what to say anymore. Look, bro, I try to defend him. I got to let his work, like, do the talking. This DC logo, I'm sorry, I'm going to just start turning up a little bit. This DC logo looks like hot dog shit, bro. Like, fucking disgusting. We could have done better. They could have figured out something. I could have probably drew something better up in a notebook than what the fuck that this looks like, bro. This shit, I wasn't alive for. Maybe my grandpa was. Maybe. I'm pretty sure he was. I think my dad was born around this time. They're probably excited. They probably see this. My hip. I don't want to see this, bro. Like, this is...
It's basic.
This is no gas. This is pure ass. Not the good ass.
This is just the... Yeah, I mean, you kind of did a lot there, but yeah, no. My biggest thing is that it looks basic. It doesn't have sauce. It's bland. It's, you know, it's not hip. It's not now. It's not wow. It's all unfortunate, really. It's not good. I can't get behind this. And that's my thing. They cracked it with the 2012 one, and I know that has a lot of bad memories and boo-hoos. And you want to reunite everything under one banner, and I can't wait to see this on every DC game and movie and animated project moving forward. But man, it is going to be tough because every time I try and go back and decide to look at animated movies and I see the 2012 logo, I'm going to be like, wow, that shit is gas. I don't know. You're supposed to move forward, not backward. And this just feels like a fat, like, backstep for fans who, I want to say that people that like it, and like, I'll judge you right now. They're taking a big, like, recency bias thing with this because it's like, oh, the shit's gas. And it's like, no. The 2012 one was gas.
Yeah.
Because even when it DC and then it peeled and then, like, behind it, you could see, like, whatever character was behind it, too.
Yep, that's true, too.
That was one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
The other one wasn't bad either. The one that was in front of, like, the Flash and stuff. The 2016 one.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Bold. Told you what it was about. Basic also. But at least you could change it up for the movie and stuff. That's what they did. They made it gold with Flash. I think they made it black and yellow for Black Adam. Like, it went through changes to fit whatever was going on. This one just feels like it'll be, like, a big fat blue thing in the middle of the movie and stuff.
And I guess there's a... Let me see if I can find it for you real quick. There's a logo that's going to be playing in... Oh, this one right here, look. So, in the front of every single movie, this is what you're going to fucking see, dude. You're going to see a cartoony old Superman from, like, back in the 50s. Pop his chest out. Boom, DC Studios. Oh, you're about to watch your fucking movie right now.
I know a lot of people were speculating about that, and I think I did see this. A lot of people were pitching the idea that, oh, what if they did it, but with other superheroes? So if you do it with Batman, you'll see, like, old Batman or whatever.
Mm-hmm. You think that'd be fire?
So, I mean, not old versions of characters. You know what I mean?
Oh, like something like this. What? Where it'll turn red and shit. You see?
Yeah,
take like Batman. And
then take some creative liberty and do it that way. But I don't want to see old versions of characters. We're way past that. We've come a long way since the 70s, bro. Or not even. That cartoon is like 50s. 60s even. It's an old cartoon.
I should look.
Yeah, man. I don't know. And you want me to get behind this? Like, I can't.
Yeah, people are trying to hype it up. Look, this is even better. I like this better than that. Like DC with the studios in the middle. That, you know, creative. You know, it's not the best, but that looks better than fucking circle with the DC in there. I thought it was this one.
Without the characters on the side, it's basically the other one you just showed, and still a lot harder.
Yeah, this is the one that a lot of people thought it was gonna be. Mm-hmm. Remember when like the crew
when he took over?
Yeah, when he took over and the crew had this shirt and all that stuff. Yeah. I think that in the meeting somebody was wearing one of these too. So I was like, this goes hard. This one would be perfect. I was really hoping this one was gonna be it, but
no.
This is what we.
It's just bland. It's just basic. And that's my big problem. It's not innovative. It's not new. It's not fresh. It's old.
Oh shit! Is this how it's gonna look in the Creature Commandos? He misses home.
No way.
He's homesick.
No way.
This motherfucker's homesick. Oh, he's marveling up DC. You guys fucking win, bro. You guys can have it. It's not gonna make it past a couple movies. You guys can have him. Have it. You can have it. He's homesick. Dude, that's so crazy. We gotta go to the Creature Commandos thing.
Oh, hey, there's one more thing I'd like to...
Shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, James Gunn. You fucking crazy, bro. You shut the fuck up, bro.
All right. Well,
we got the Creature Commandos trailer. We got it here. Dude, I swear to God, if I see that logo, bro...
I haven't seen this. I waited.
I waited too.
Okay. I think we should just get into it.
Nothing
to say. Nothing to hype up. I don't know these characters. I've said it all. I just need to see what's coming.
Let's go.
God, pause that bitch. The fuck? You see? It's smack down in the middle. This is ass. Smack down in the middle. Bright blue shit. You telling me, bro? This is what I'm saying. No creative liberty. No intellectual property. This is fucking crazy. It was so blue. It was mad distracting. I don't know if that's what they were going for. Like, hey, this is really cool. Here's a bright fucking neon sign in the middle of the street. Crash, motherfucker. Like, that was crazy. That was so blatant in the middle. Oh, man. You know what? We just gotta play. We just gotta keep rolling. Start from the beginning. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that one was a crazy one. I will say that was a crazy one. I'm with you, though. Let's get it.
General Flag. This is Belle Reve. For over 50 years, only those at the uppermost levels are aware of its existence.
I thought Congress put a stop to all Task Force X activities.
Congress said we can't use human prisoners. These assholes aren't human.
Let's call it Task Force M for monsters. You
Task Force X was X for Expendables? Expendable? Probably. Belle Reve, that's never... Look, man, if I really want to, like, dig into this bitch, it's not Belle Reve, it's Belle Rev. It's always been Belle Rev. Like, that is, like... That's just... Come on, man. That's basic shit. It's always been Belle Rev Penitentiary. That's insane. Because that's what they call it in Suicide Squad. Not Belle Reve. That's crazy. But anyway. So, she can't do it with humans. She can do it with monsters.
I hate this show.
She can do the Suicide Squad, but with monsters.
I hate this show. I hate it already.
I won't lie. If I really want to be positive about it, I'm glad that the animation feels unique at least, because I was really thinking they were going to do that whole like comic book 3D shader thing that What If has been doing and stuff, and like ride that wave. But 2D animation I can always get behind. I always prefer that.
This shit looks cheap. This shit looks so fucking cheap. Like they barely had money to fucking put it together.
I mean, they barely have money to do anything. You know that. You know that.
Okay, sure.
They couldn't even show up to Comic Con. Like, you know what? You know what department showed up to Comic Con? The comic book department, because they have money to do that. A quote unquote dying industry. Make it make sense.
Apparently, Comic Con's moving from San Diego too.
Is it?
Yeah. Apparently that it's not the venue anymore. It's not the hot ticket venue. So they might go somewhere else.
That's crazy. It's always been San Diego. San Diego does one. That's West Coast, and then New York does one.
Yeah, but they want to relocate it on the West Coast because San Diego is not like.
That should be like San Francisco.
I think it's probably because San Diego is getting expensive, so it's getting expensive to first run the show there. You remember what happened with that other show that went out? What was it called? The fucking. It was when they put out every single year, and then they just stopped because
the gaming one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is it that one?
I forget what it's called.
That's
E3.
E3. There you go. They stopped doing E3 because the venue and stuff, and people just.
I hope they keep it on the West Coast. Why should it be like San Francisco or some bullshit like that?
Oh, that'd be crazy. The Bay. There's no way. There's no way. But yeah, man, this shit looks cheap. It's ass. I'm good. You know what? I'll probably tune in if you want to tune in, but I'm probably not gonna do it willingly. Put the gun to my head. Tell me to watch it.
It could be like
I'm gonna flip it on you.
Well, I do like. I don't know. That's the one thing. I'm a sucker for animation, and I do like animation. So maybe this will be a 1-episode trip. Who knows?
1 episode?
Maybe. Depends on how good that episode is.
All right, you let me know then. You test the waters. Logo's ass. The show doesn't look good to me.
I just still didn't enjoy that. That shit was just smack down the middle, bright blue and shit.
You can still see it right there shaded. Check out the trailer. Creature Command it's on YouTube right now. Let us know you guys' thoughts. I'm not too fond of it. Josh seems to be okay with it. He's looking on the bright side. He's a bigger DC fan than me. I could probably turn it off for this. I had high hopes. I was kind of envisioning something a little bit different than this. I was thinking it was gonna have that kind of humor and shit that they were portraying in this trailer, but no, I'm good. I'm okay. No, we're moving on. And for our last trailer, what a distasteful ass fucking trailer, bro. I can't with that trailer. I can't with the logo. I can't. We gotta move on from DC already. This is just fucking ridiculous at this point. So we have a second trailer for Hellboy: The Crooked Man. Now the first trailer, we watched it, didn't give us a lot. We didn't really get to see the hand. I think you showed me a picture of it later on.
Mm.
I want to see it in action. My first impression off the first trailer was that this looked a little cheap. It made its way all the way to Comic Con though. People seen it. It got ate up by all the other buzz, but at least we were able to get a new trailer.
Yes.
That we can check out and see if it does any better. Do you have high hopes?
I hope it looks better. That's it. I just hope it looks decent. I know there's another run at the whole Hellboy thing, so I hope it's good. for the sake of like the fans and stuff. But I mean, that's just high hopes.
Okay, let's check it out. Let's jump right in.
There's something going on here. I need to understand it. Like you do.
That's exactly why you shouldn't be here.
You might say a demonic entity falls under our expertise.
A lot better. I think it's a lot better.
I was gonna say, it looks cheap. I'm pretty sure it is. It's the third iteration in like, what, a few years? I think the second Hellboy, the Golden Army.
David Arbors came out like 2017 or something like that.
Yeah, there you go. Right, something like that.
Yeah.
And the last time before that, it was like 2008 or 2009.
Yes.
So I mean,
2019 came out a lot sooner than we expected.
Oh damn, 2019. That's yeah. Considering that this is the third iteration in such a short time, I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit cheaper, but story wise, it might have me. I might be interested in what's going on here.
It looks a lot more faithful to the comics. I do want to say he's probably like Sherlock, but for like what do you call it? Like mystery. Not mystery, paranormal stuff. Like that's what that whole division is for. If you can remember the first Hellboy, when he's assigned to that because they deal with that kind of supernatural stuff. So it seems like it's going to take a more calm approach. One, for budget, but two, for story. So I can get behind it. This trailer did help a lot. If it's going to have a lot more horror elements and stuff, and try and like lean into the whole like thing before maybe the sequel, if it gets a sequel, that it does this whole big grand like action piece thing like they try to do with David Arbor, or if they do this whole like maybe they take a Batman route and it's like, oh no, we're just gonna focus on him being a detective and stuff. I can get behind that. I think it's a different change of pace. The trailer looks nice. This one helped a lot.
Yeah, at least story wise, because now that I know, and I always say a horror movie doesn't really need a lot of money. Obviously, they want to add a little bit of action too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna strain the budget a little bit, and I understand that there was a few shots like that train car coming down. They cut it fast because they knew that shit looks like ass. But,
yeah.
And then I think the animal coming off the thing too, that looked fake. So I mean, I understand that thing's gonna be, it's not gonna be top notch, but I will say this movie's it's not gonna be a crowd pleaser. It's gonna be a movie for niche.
It's gonna end up being like an indie favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, like a niche. You're probably, if you really are interested in Hellboy, you're probably gonna check it out. I don't think it's gonna do too well at the box office. Not like this. Unfortunately, it would have been nice to see what happens if it does get that money behind it. But I don't see it. I don't see it doing too well. Not like from what we've seen. I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I'm into it.
I'm vibing.
I would say check out the trailer for your guys' self and see if you would like it. I think this is going to be an acquired liking, like an acquired taste. Like somebody's going to really, you got to really want this one to watch it. Check out the trailer. It was very interesting. Kind of helped me wash out the whole Creature Commandos thing. Yeah. So very good episode today. A lot of good news. We'll get back to, other topics in the next episode. If there's anything that we didn't talk about, a movie that we should be reviewing, like I said, Deadpool Wolverine is going to be coming out soon. Make sure you have the noties on. It's coming out soon. Josh, let them know where they can hit us up, do all that great stuff, and let's get out of here.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at FIlmBros Podcast. Post episodes are up. You can hit us up there for any news or movies you want us to cover. Listen to us anywhere it's podcast at FIlmBros Podcast, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts. We're in a bunch of places. Check us out. We are now fully up on YouTube. You can subscribe to us there. Buzzsprout, help us out. We greatly appreciate it. And then you can join us Twitch Saturdays at FIlmBros Podcast. Be part of the conversation.
With that being said, I'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.